everybody. How was everybody's Sunday? I'm gonna do a quick stream tonight, kind of recap the first date mini show that I went to today. And I am just beat. You can see I'm already in PJs. Makeup's off. I'm tired. Been up since 5 and socializing all day. That part doesn't wear me out. It's just the all the standing and getting up early and setting up and things like that. That's more of what exhausts me, and making sure that I've got everything out in time. So just a quick recap. The first date mini show is a smaller show, no pun intended, but it's one of the shows that has up to 25, 30 vendors. Right, the adrenaline wears off. 25, 30 at most vendors. It's run by a named chapter in Delaware. Excuse me, my nose has been running all day. It's the makeup. It is usually a very good show. I enjoy going to it. It's a good filler show in between the bigger shows that I like to attend. I think as a vendor, this year I made back at least on the table. Last year I did not do so well. This year I made back on the table, so that's fine. I think all told, with gas, tolls, lunch, and like the 2 things of ribbon that I bought myself, it came out to, I was net negative $20 or something like that. So not bad. Not the worst. Not what I hoped for. But it was still okay. I got to socialize a lot. I was placed right next to my friend Monica with Minis. I got to talk to a whole bunch of people. I got 4 or 5, somebody just submitted, 4 or 5 new vendors for the free Miniaturist directory. There was interest at my table. There was a lot of interest in the things that my mom makes, which was good. They loved the ceramic ghost. They loved the baskets. There was just a lot of interest across the board. I think the thing about the show is that it is so close to Chicago International now that when people come back from that show, they're very much spent. So while this show, I heard one of the attendants, she had said that they sold 300 tickets over the course of the day, at least. And so that's great, but I think when they come to this show, they don't come with a large spending budget. So if they've already spent it by the time they get to the back of the room, if you're placed there, it kind of doesn't work out for you. Which is where I was in like the middle to the back. I think people also come to this show to get filler versus art. So I gave it a 2-year try. I think that's what I'm going to do with shows that aren't Philadelphia Miniatura. Good show, well run. Everybody there is so kind, and it's great to see all the local vendors that can make it to this show. But I think I'm going to try a different show next year. There's one in the Lehigh Valley show that's in July, so I think I might try that one out next year. But yeah, I got to talk to a lot of people, build some interest. My mom sold a gnome. Oh, everybody loved the gnomes too. That was another thing. It's funny to me too because my display is not the nicest display there, but people always comment on it because it's so different. But unfortunately, and fortunately for me, by Philly Miniatura, I want to have a new display. Something that can accommodate more of the holidays that I am incorporating in my stock. Something that's a little bit more sturdy because right now it's like, it's shoe boxes stacked on top of each other. So, it's not the children that do it, actually. I feel like the chance of somebody grabbing into the box, like, to see something goes up exponentially with age. And I just don't need somebody, like, toppling over my display. So I need to build something. I've got something in mind, and then I want to make a separate display for my mom's stuff because I feel like there's already so much going on in my display that I want her stuff special. So it'll be a huge rework by Philly Miniatura, but all told, decent show, always good. Like, it seemed like a really slow turnout, but I guess we did pretty well. I'm gonna try a new show next year though, so I'm trying to think what else there was. Saw a bunch of old faces, saw a bunch of new faces. Yeah, it is good to be around people who dig minis, especially if they didn't get out to Chicago, too, and so they're like, oh, I get to see, like, some of the vendors that were out there, they're, like, getting their fix. So, yeah, it's good to be around the community. I love socializing, so, like, that's, it's a plus for me. I am just so tired now because I've been working towards this for the last couple months to rebuild stock, and, almost thankfully, I don't have to do that much to restock for this next show that I'm doing in Lancaster, on the 19th. So, I'll probably spend tonight seeing what my next moves are for restock. I've been trying to have at least 2 of things. So I'll see what's sold. But yeah, people showed interest. They took cards. They took free Miniaturist directory cards. A lot of people took Lancaster postcards and Philly Miniatura postcards that I had out on my table. So yeah, connection with people was good. But other than that, I think I'm gonna see about maybe making like a prototype for how I want my new display to be. I've got an idea. I kind of want it to be like, think of a round hat box with no side, right? So like top and bottom, divided in 4 like a cake, and then stack it 4 high. So each slice of cake is a room, and then you decorate it for whatever holiday you want to decorate it for, and it spins so that you can see each room. But I think that tower would be more stable than my building blocks I have right now. And then I think I want to build like a step display, which they're easy. You could just buy them. They're like $25-$30. A step display for my mom's stuff, because she's got all the art and the dream catchers and things that I want them, because they're just a different quality than mine. Like hers are just, not to be biased, hers are better. I mean, you're gonna be biased, it's your mom, right? But hers is higher quality than mine, so I want it to be, I want hers to stand out as an SLC Miniatures. Yes. Yes. Goodbye. And then I'll have the turntable. And yeah, all mini makers are different. You know, I know what I do is, I mean, it's decent enough to sell, right? Like, I am by no means an IGMA artist. I don't aspire to be. But, you know, my entire thing, this entire time I've been doing this, is make it good enough that people will want it, and not everybody wants to buy a $65 turkey, and not everybody can buy a $65 turkey, but, you know, you want filler for your dollhouse, and you don't want to buy $17 apples either, so, make it affordable, but make it homemade. So, that's what I do. People seem to like it. I get so many good comments on like, oh, your stuff is to scale, like it looks like it's to scale, and I'm like, yes, because I use the USDA grade standards. Like, I look up what the sizes are and I go off of that, because I'm a plant science nerd and that's what I do. Yes, they love fillers, and I mean, all told, yes, you sell more things when you have a lower price point. Do you make as much? No. So like, it's a little bit of a sacrifice, but I think it's worth it, because, like I said, not everybody wants that. They don't want like the thing to stand out in the room. Not everything has to be perfect and shiny. Not everything has to be cuttable. Sorry, to that vendor. Your stuff is amazing. Twin Heart. Love her stuff. Like, breathtaking. How do you get it to do that? Pretty sure some shady dealings have been done with certain mythological beings to get that level of skill. But, you know, not everybody wants that, and that's okay. And there are kids that are just starting out that want miniatures, but, like, parents aren't going to buy that. When I went and got my $60 turkey, $75 turkey, whatever, how much my mom spent on that thing, it was my first little art piece. Almost. No, that's not true. It was the first art piece I picked out, I think. One of them. And I remember seeing it and going, oh my gosh, look how realistic it is. It's beautiful. And it was the one thing I got. You know? Not everybody has the budget of spending $8,000 on silver. Seen it. Somebody in front of me bought $8,000 worth of silver pieces from Quisto. Holy crap. Like, not everybody, especially people my age, we don't have that kind of budget. We want to spend $25 and get, like, a little baggie of stuff. but we're too old for like the grab bag table or the yard sale table. So like it's a weird in between, and I just want to fill that little in between. So no, I've seen it. I mean, I've seen people walk out of those shows with like the $45,000 dollhouses, and this is just their retirement fund. Like, they don't have grandkids, so they just buy miniatures. Or they do have grandkids, and they still buy miniatures. Like, that's what they spend their money on. And that's fine. Like, that's completely fine. But the people who don't have that, and who don't want the 3D printed stuff, or the mold stuff, or the resin pour, or anything like that, this is my niche. So, but yeah, I heard mixed reviews from people today. You know, overall, good show, well run, everybody is very kind. I just don't think anybody made what they expected to make. I don't think the people I talked to made what they expected to make. So I think going forward I'm going to try a new show. Maybe Lehigh Valley. If not Lehigh Valley, there's one in Fredericksburg, Maryland. That's a 3-hour drive. I don't know. We'll see. That might have to be like a stay overnight kind of thing. But that's also like a month before Philly Miniaturist. So I don't know how stressed out I want to be around that time. It's also like a revamped show. So there's, you know, it's slow going for picking back up and things like that, but, it is what it is. Oh gosh, my makeup. It was 74 degrees here today, and my buddy texted me as the show was getting started, and he goes, "Are you going outside to garden today?" And I just nearly threw my phone across the room. I was like, "How dare you?" How dare. No. I get to spend the entire day inside. But I'm tired. So I'm gonna go check my stock. See where I'm at. And, figure out my life for the next couple weeks. If you are interested in going to the Lancaster show, it is May 17th. Sunday, May 17th. Somebody date check me on that. It's the weekend after Mother's Day. I should just pull it up. That's what I should do, huh? I should just do the thing and be accurate. I'll give you all the details. Farm and Home Foundation of Lancaster County, 1383 Arcadia Road in Lancaster, PA. Sunday, May 19th. May 19th from 10 to 4. And you can check that out at dollhouseminiatureshow.com. So, and that one is run by Kathy, who also does the Philadelphia Miniaturist. So I'm very excited to be in another one of her shows. And I think there's supposed to be around 25, 30 vendors for that as well. Sorry about not streaming last week. I didn't feel like it. Perfectly honest. No, I figured I'm doing another banner set, and I'm kind of glad I didn't start them because now that I look at the banners that I printed out, they're just too big. But they're for baby shower, so like you don't need to see me make another banner, I promise. It's okay. You'll live. But the sets that I am making are pink, blue, green, and yellow, and it says the blue ones we've got It's a Boy and Welcome Baby. The Welcome Baby will be pink and blue. And the It's a Boy will be all blue. Oh, that's funny. I printed the It's a Boy on the pink as well. That should be It's a Girl. So these are just screwed, but it's It's a Girl will be on pink, and then Welcome Baby pink and blue, and then Welcome Baby on green and yellow. So, but they turned out huge. Huge. Like, that's like an 8-inch, it would be an 8-inch banner thing, and that just seems big. I don't know. Maybe I'm just... They just seem big. I want to make them smaller. Because they're baby things. I think baby, it should be teeny. Right? Yeah. We don't have a Party City. I don't know that Party City exists anymore. But I can look online and see what size banners are. I don't know, they just seem big. I kind of want to make them more delicate and tiny. Maybe it's the shape. Like, they're the same size as every other banner I've made. Yeah, literally the same size as, like, that in height. They just seem big. It doesn't seem right. Oh no, I touched the glitter. Doesn't feel right. So I'm gonna rework them. It's a thing. What? A thing online. Yeah. So yeah. But people seemed excited about new stock coming. Everybody was interested to hear what I had in mind. It's gonna be good. Yeah, I'll look online. But with that, we're gonna call it a night. Next week, we're gonna be working on baby shower stuff for real. I've got 2 projects lined up for next weekend. I just gotta figure my life out here. So, make sure I've got all the stock that I need to do them. Fingers crossed. Other than that, I'm gonna call it a night. And just go mellow out. I'm exhausted. So, everybody have a good rest of your weekend. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I will see you next Sunday. Bye.